"Hey man, I'll get back to you. I just need to discuss it with my partner." You've probably heard that line before, right? And here's where most people completely freeze, and I get it. Because after working inside the content agency space, helping coaches scale their high-ticket offers to anywhere from 10 to 40 grand per month, and collaborating with tons of people from strong sales backgrounds, I've noticed something interesting. I've seen every version of no you can imagine, and almost every single time, the same hidden pattern shows up. Most people don't even realize they're repeating it. Then they end up saying, "This doesn't work for me. My offer sucks." But here's the truth. It's not that your offer doesn't work. It's that you don't actually know what to say when a prospect hits you with an objection on a call. And the worst part? Most objection handling advice out there just gives you a fancy way to make a prospect disappear forever. Honestly, I'm tired of watching those YouTube videos that teach nonsense. So after seeing this big gap, I decided to create a complete sales training you'll ever need to watch. I'm going to break down the real frameworks that actually work, the ones that feel effortless once you understand them. I've split this full training into 2 parts so you can digest and apply it step by step. That way, you can close more deals, build momentum, and make more money, because that's exactly why you're here. But before we dive in, let's set some ground rules. If you're not consistently earning over $10,000 per month with your business because you suck at sales and you fumble when you jump on a call with your prospect, whether you're running a coaching business and selling a high-ticket service or program, or closing for another coach, this is for you. If your close rate is sitting below 25%, this video is for you. If you're especially a coach, this video is a gem for you. I've worked mostly with coaches, so I'll use them as examples, but the framework I'm about to teach works in any business model, B2B or B2C. And if you've been fumbling call after call, wondering when you'll make your first sale, this is definitely for you. In the first part of this series, I'm going to show you the most common ways you're trying to handle objections and why those approaches completely backfire. Mistake number 1, solving at surface level. Let's start with one I'm sure you fall into without realizing it. Solving surface level problems instead of the real ones. Let me explain. Let's say you're on a call with a prospect and they say, "I just need to lose weight and get in shape." And instantly you jump in with, "Perfect. My 12-week transformation program helps you drop 20 pounds fast." Sounds smart, right? But here's the problem. That's not what they really meant. When someone says, "I just need to lose weight," what they might actually mean is, "I don't trust myself to stay consistent. I've tried before and failed. I'm scared it'll happen again." Or, "I feel stuck and I just want to feel confident in my own skin again." See the difference? When you rush to fix the symptom instead of understanding the root cause, you end up selling the wrong solution to the right person. They don't need another workout plan. They need someone who gets what's really holding them back. That's what separates average coaches from the one who don't just sell their stuff right away. Because sales isn't about throwing more solutions, it's about diagnosing deeper. You don't need to pitch faster, you need to listen better. That's what builds trust, and trust is what closes high-ticket clients. Mistake number 2, price pleasing. This one's brutal because it kills your authority in seconds. The moment your prospect says, "It's too expensive," you panic and respond, "Okay, what if I give you a 30% discount on my program? How does that sound?" And just like that, all the trust you built is gone. You've basically told them, "Yeah, I didn't believe in my price either, and my product isn't worth what I stated earlier." Here's the reality. People with money don't buy cheap, they buy certainty. They want to feel like you know the value of what you're offering. If you crumble the second they question you, they won't respect you, they'll just negotiate harder and make you drop your price even more. It's fine to reframe value, it's fine to offer flexibility, but don't ever sell from fear. The second you start lowering your price to win a deal, you've already lost it. Mistake number 3, making your prospect guard themselves. This is the mistake where people confuse confidence with combativeness. The second your prospect says, "I'm not sure yet, I need to think," you instantly shoot back. Didn't you say this was a priority? What's there to think about? You're treating the call like a boxing ring, trying to knock objections out instead of working through them. The truth? You can't bully smart buyers into buying. That push until they break tactic might work on low acumen buyers, but try that with a CEO or experienced business owner and you'll burn the bridge instantly. High-level buyers don't respond to pressure, they respond to presence. The moment they feel cornered, their guard goes up. Even if they were 80% ready to buy, you just turn curiosity into resistance. You're not there to win the argument, you're there to win trust. Now this one might sound a bit vague and you don't understand it properly, so stick around and you'll understand what I mean here. By the way, quick pause before we dive into the next mistake. If you're a coach or consultant who already has a high-ticket offer, but you're struggling to consistently bring in clients, listen up for just a sec. This is literally what I help people with. If you're looking to scale your business to anywhere from 10 to 40 grand a month using nothing but content, we do that by fixing 3 key things. Your content structure, so you're not just posting randomly, but building authority with every piece. Your messaging and positioning, so your content speaks directly to the right audience and actually moves them. And your content to sales system, so prospects don't just like your posts, they book calls and become paying clients. So if you've already got a great offer but you just need more qualified leads coming in through your content, shoot me a DM with the word scale and I'll show you exactly how we can make that happen. Alright, let's get back to it. Mistake number 4, info overloading. This usually happens to well-meaning people who genuinely want to help but end up drowning the prospect in details. For example, you give the whole pitch and the prospect says, "I'm not sure if this program will work for me," and then you just freak out. Well, we've got live support, 50 lessons, private coaching, weekly calls, accountability. You're thinking more information equals more clarity, but in reality, more info equals more confusion. Because the prospect wasn't doubting your features, they were doubting if you were a fit. Imagine this scenario, like you're on a first date and the girl says, I've been cheated on before. I'm not sure I can trust again. And you reply, no, I swear I'm a great person. I go to the gym, I meditate, I call my mom every day. I'm a very good boy. I won't cheat. Sounds awkward, right? Exactly. You sound desperate, not confident. So don't try to convince, try to connect. When someone hesitates, don't drown them in data. Ask, totally fair, what makes you feel like it might not work for you? That's how you earn trust, not by overselling. Mistake number 5, being emotionless. These are the people who know everything, the logic, the math, the ROI, but completely miss the emotional heartbeat of the sale. Let's say you're a financial coach and you say something like, statistically, this system helps people increase savings by 27% in the first 90 days. Cool stat. But nobody buys a percentage, they buy a feeling. Your prospect doesn't really want 27% more savings. They want to stop feeling anxious every time they open their banking app. They want peace of mind when unexpected bills show up. They want to finally feel in control of their money. For example, if your prospect says, I just want to stop living paycheck to paycheck, and you respond with, well, our program teaches you how to budget and manage debt efficiently, you just lost them. You spoke to their brain when you should have spoken to their heart. A better response would be, so it's not just about saving money, it's about finally feeling secure and not stressed every month, right? That's when they feel understood. And when someone feels understood, they stop hesitating and start trusting you. Because in finance or any other space, people don't buy spreadsheets, they buy security. And finally, mistake number 6, not handling objections at all. You might avoid tension like it's the plague on a call. The second you hear, let me talk to my partner, or I'll think about it, you go, yeah, sure, no problem, take your time. That's not empathy, that's escape. Or maybe you just don't know what to say. You convince yourself that follow-ups will close the deal, but deep down, you know that call's over. Here's the truth, emotion drives action. If you let the call end, you let the emotion die. You don't need to pressure them. You need to guide them. Ask. Totally fair. What's the main thing you'd want to discuss with your partner? Then pause. Because silence isn't awkward in sales. Silence is powerful. That's where truth surfaces. Now here's the thing. Most people watching a list like this nod their heads and go, yeah, I do that sometimes. But awareness alone doesn't fix it. Because these mistakes aren't random. They all come from one core problem. A broken sales framework. See, most of you either cling too hard to scripts or you freestyle with zero structure and both lead to the same result, no results, no sales, and no money in your pocket. One day you close easily, the next 5 calls flop. That's exactly why I created something called the shooting method. It's a simple but insanely effective framework that fixes every single one of these mistakes without turning you into a clanker and without losing control or authority on the call. I'll break the entire method down for you in the next training. Because once you understand it, you'll know exactly what to say, when to say it, and how to lead any prospect to a decision naturally. So, if you've ever felt like you're almost there on calls but something keeps slipping, you need to watch part 2. That's where everything will click. If you found this valuable and learned something, drop a comment below and tell me if you are also doing the exact same thing without realizing it, and don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram. See you in the next session, where we turn those mistakes into your closing superpower.